Welcome to Cubs baseball here on Marquee Sports Network. Tonight, the Cubs open up a 3-game set with the Diamondbacks from Chase Field. It's Jackie Robinson Day as the players on both teams wearing Breaking Barriers T-shirts pregame to honor number 42. And of course, all players will be wearing that number here tonight. And welcome into the broadcast booth. John Shambi and Jim DeShace. Taylor McGregor will join us coming up. We start with a roster move. The news not good injury-wise for the Cubs as they have lost their right fielder, Seiya Suzuki, placed on the 10-day IL with a right oblique strain. Suffered that running down to first in the game on Sunday. Alexander Canario will be recalled from Iowa. He is now with the team and likely will see playing time against lefties. All right, so there's that. Meanwhile, for the Cubs, the guy that has really been doing the job, their first baseman, Michael Busch, he's now homered in 4 games in a row. Yeah, it's been a real impressive run for Michael Busch, where some other guys in the lineup have started to cool off a little bit. He has remained red hot when they've needed him most. Last 10 games, batting .389, 5 home runs. As Boog mentioned, he's homered in 4 consecutive games, so obviously we'll keep a watch on that tonight. Slugging percentage of .889 over those 10 games. He just covers everything. Fastballs, breaking ball, up, down, in, out. He's a guy who's really locked in right now and swinging a red-hot bat. All right, so as far as the Arizona Diamondbacks are concerned, a team that got all the way to the World Series last year. Cubs saw them a lot in September. They had a negative run differential. What's your take on this team? A dynamic team, a lot of athleticism, good team speed. They'll score plenty of runs. A real good 1-2 punch at the top of the rotation, and a 1-2-3 punch pretty soon, as Jordan Montgomery set to rejoin this club soon. 2 in that 1-2 punch is going for the Diamondbacks tonight. Is right-hander Merrill Kelly, maybe one of the most underrated pitchers in the game. Last 2-3 years, he's been rock solid. He's off to a very good start this year, 2-0 with a 2.29 ERA. He's not going to blow you away with velocity, but he has great command. He's got a wide assortment of offerings, and he really knows how to pitch. Yeah, he'll be up against the young right-hander for the Cubs, Ben Brown. So Brown making his 4th appearance, 2nd Major League start. We'll have more on the right-hander when we continue from the desert. All by Ford. Visit your local Ford dealer today. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Back here in Arizona as we get ready for game 1 of this 3-game set. It's Jackie Robinson Day, and Ben Brown gets the start, JD. Yeah, Ben Brown has been very good the last 2 times out, covering 8 2/3 innings, allowing 6 hits and just 1 earned run. Came up a third of an inning shy of getting his first big league W last time out against San Diego. He's going to feature a fastball 97-98 and a power curveball, and that's what he'll take to the mound tonight as he takes on the Arizona Diamondbacks. And time now to take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers. Yeah, it's his job to charm the Snakes. They've got a lot of offensive weapons. They're a very patient club, so he needs to be on the attack tonight. A lot of first pitch strikes should serve him well. Not combat, but combat that guy right there, Merrill Kelly, who's turned into one of the better pitchers in the National League over the last 3 years. He has the 12th best ERA in all of Major League Baseball. And I'm running out of ways to talk about Michael Busch, but we're going Busch pilot tonight. He's the pilot of the ship right now, the way he's swinging the bat. Love it. Michael Busch swinging a hot bat. The Cubs looking to pick up a W here in Phoenix. We'll have lineups and first pitch. It's Jackie Robinson Day. A beautiful night. The roof is open. Baseball coming up.
Just everything he did for the game, we have to celebrate everything in his incredible life.
It's an important day. Jackie Robinson did something truly heroic, and that we're able to take a day out of every year and remember it, from a baseball sense, is truly important and significant.
Honoring Jackie is one of the most important things we do throughout the year. Just being able to show how far the game has come and that we have the best players from all over the planet coming to play in this league. It's all thanks to Jackie.
Honoring Jackie Robinson is so important because everything he's done has impacted the game so much. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him, and he's really paved the way for a whole generation of baseball players.
It's hard to put into words how special today is every single year around Major League Baseball. Since 2004, Major League Baseball has been honoring Jackie Robinson on April 15th, the anniversary in which he broke the color barrier back in 1947. And all throughout the ballpark today, it is said Jackie Robinson Day. Players are honoring him in a multitude of different ways. This is on the bases here today, special base jewels. And then this was pregame with the Breaking Barriers t-shirts. You can see Dansby Swanson with those there today on the hats, number 42. And then Christopher Morel wearing special cleats that Nike made with the number 42 on them. And then back on Thursday in Chicago, the Cubs will celebrate Jackie Robinson yet again. And they will honor the support group, which is a Chicago-based organization that inspires and educates underprivileged youth in the Chicagoland area. So awesome things happening all around Major League Baseball as we pay tribute to the man we owe it all to, guys.
Yep, Jackie Robinson Day throughout Major League Baseball here, April 15th. And we get ready here in the desert on a beautiful night, 74 degrees. The roof is open. Let's check out the Cubs lineup brought to you by Binny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Cubs 5th in the NL in runs per game. It'll go Happ, Swanson, and Bellinger with Suzuki on the IL. And then Morel cleans it up. Bush hits 5th. Cooper is the DH. Horner, Tauchman, and Amaya rounding out the lineup that will go up against Merrill Kelly.
Yeah, he is the starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks here tonight, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. You get a sense of his approach to pitching and a wide assortment of offerings. Cutter, four-seamer, slider, changeup, sinker, and a curveball. And he'll use all those pitches a good bit. So very unpredictable, great command of his fastball. He's not going to blow you away with velocity, but pitchability is probably his greatest trait.
So Ian Happ, switch hitter, will ding in on that left side. It's been a tough road trip for Happ, just 1 for 22. And the average down to 241, although still getting on base, 362 the clip. Major League average 319 thus far, and away we go. Yeah, the first offering is cut on and missed.
Ian scuffling. Bellinger's been scuffling for a good while now. Christopher Morel of late has not hit.
The 0-1. And that's outside. Even Dansby Swanson on this road trip, just 4 out of 24. And yet the Cubs an opportunity to have a winning road trip. Kelly going back to work here. And that one outside.
The other thing that's kind of interesting about Kelly is there's not a big separation between his fastball and his changeup. He throws his changeup hard, about 89 miles per hour.
Happ swings, lifts this in the air left field. Gurriel is settled under it and makes the catch. JD, how about some defense?
Yeah, why not? It's brought to you by Northwestern Medicine. And you'll take a look at the Diamondbacks outfield. Corbin Carroll is in center. He was the Rookie of the Year last year. Gurriel's in left. Jake McCarthy, he can really fly. He's in right. Suarez, he's a newbie. Newman's at short. Marte and Walker second first. And Gabriel Moreno behind the plate. Really good back there.
And now Dansby Swanson stands in. So Swanson trying to get things going here in the first. And Dansby first pitch swinging and fouling it off. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one cutting away from Swanson. So a good slider there from Merrill Kelly, who kind of grew up all over the place. Lived for a time actually in the Chicagoland area.
He was born in Houston.
And he's asking the plate umpire Sean Barber where that pitch was. Was it down? 1-2. Here it comes. And that is outside. Yeah, his dad was in hotel management, so they lived in the Chicago area for a while, but ultimately settled in this area. He's from Scottsdale and went to ASU. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. And Swanson has gone 2 away.
Yeah, I think Merrill Kelly's one of those guys, if you ask opposing hitters what his best pitch is, you might get 6 different answers. Again, the command, the ability to locate that slider, strike the ball, diving off the outside corner away from Swanson, gets the swing and miss.
So now it's Cody Bellinger. Yeah, the first one to belly misses outside. Taylor was mentioning those spikes Christopher Morel is wearing. Cody Bellinger wearing some Jackie Robinson spikes as well. And a 1-0 outside. There they are. He's got the pants tucked down. You see guys do that. They actually have the back spike go through the pants.
Why is that, Boog?
I wish I could tell you. I guess it keeps them secured, right?
I have no idea.
Okay. The 3-0. And that's through there for a strike.
Maybe if you're out here, you're worried about the reptile crawling up your pant leg or something. So.
Always. And Bellinger will take his base. So Cody works a 2-out walk. And the batter now will be Christopher Morel. Hello. Hi. How you doing? So the Cubs with a 2-out base runner as Morel climbs in. Christopher, his average sitting at 237, 3 homers. No score, just getting going as Kelly will work out of the stretch.
Got a little extra jump on that fastball tonight. We're seeing 94 miles an hour routinely here from Merrill Kelly.
Kelly was a guy originally drafted out of Arizona State by the Rays in 2010 and just was never able to break through with them. Eventually went to Korea. Swing and a one-hopper hit to short. Newman over to second. Ben Brown will take the mound when we come back. Cubs and the Diamondbacks here in Phoenix. Open. It is a gorgeous night. Diamondbacks batting order is brought to you by Ford. And a look at the lineup: Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., then Walker Peterson and Suarez, Moreno, McCarthy, and Newman. Torey Lovello's team, well, in the first inning this year, they have hit .439. They have 7 first-inning homers. They've slugged over 800, but the Cubs have allowed a major league low 2 runs in the first. Something's got to give.
Tension. Might have to play a little prevent defense here, Boo.
No.
Hold the ball, 4 corners.
Absolutely not. We are going full court press, JD. Marte, switch hitter. And slaps that one into center. And Belly is there to make the catch.
Hey, let's talk pitching for the Cubs. Brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. It's the rookie right-hander, Ben Brown. Pretty much a 2-pitch pitcher. He'll throw a changeup once in a blue moon. At least what we've seen from Ben so far. It's a fastball that tops out around 99. Averages 96.5 miles per hour. And a power curveball that, quite frankly, behaves like a slider quite often. He throws it hard.
First one to Carroll, misses the mark. Ball 1 to their outstanding outfielder, rookie of the year a season ago. Former first-round pick at a high school in Seattle in 2019, and then was an all-star last year in Seattle. He is super talented, that combo of speed and power. Brown ready to work and fires. And that one way outside.
Yeah, what a magical year it was for him, right? To do all those things individually and then be on a team that ultimately wins the National League pennant. And goes on to play in the World Series against the Rangers. An all-star, 5th in the MVP voting.
Yeah, I mean, in the majors on Fangraphs wins above replacement, he had the 8th highest WAR in all the land. So both leagues, he was a top 10 player. Center field, that's pretty well struck. Bellinger back. Cody slowing down, and he makes the catch just in front of that 407 marker. Time now to check the defensive setup, and it's brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield.
See, that's good pitching right there by Ben Brown. Use the whole field, straightaway center field. That's where you find Cody Bellinger. And he's got Ian Happ on one side. Mike Tauchman will play right tonight. As you know, Seiya Suzuki is on the IL, so Cubs will be without his services for a while. Morel's at third, Swanson and Horner up the middle. Michael Bush is your first sacker, and Miguel Amaya is the hind catcher tonight.
Who was it that said hind catcher? Who was that?
It's old school, old-timey guy. I don't know.
But somebody dropped that on you, and you stole it from him, you told me. All right, we'll sort it out. Here's the pitch to Gurriel.
I think I claim it as my own now.
Yes, that's fine. I feel like the first year, the first year that we worked together,
I dropped a hind catcher and
you explained the story.
To somebody.
That is correct.
Oh.
Next offering is upstairs, and the count 1-1. If anybody DVR'd those first couple of seasons, go back and check and see if JD's telling the truth. That one down and away, and the count now 2-1. Ben Brown, big guy, goes 6'6". They list him at 210, probably a little above that. 33rd round pick in 2017 by the Phillies. Three and one now. Brown and a pitch. And Bellinger drifting back, and Cody Bellinger has tied a major league record. 3 putouts in the inning. It's not sexy, but it's.
Send that glove to Cooperstown.
There you go. In Phoenix, no score as we go to the top of the second, and the Cubs will send Michael Bush to the plate. Bush, quite a stretch right now. Kelly, and that one fouled off. All right, so in Cub history, who's homered in 5 straight games? That's the list. I mean, geez. Hack Wilson, Ryan Sandberg, Sammy Sosa, Christopher Morel.
Yeah, it's hard to hit a home run in the big leagues, and to do it 5 consecutive games is most impressive. The all-time record is 8, shared by, I believe, 3.
Hit hard but foul.
Don Mattingly, Dale Long, Ken Griffey Jr. all homered in 8 consecutive ball games. All 5 of Bush's home runs this year have come with 2 strikes on it. Obviously, in a bit of a bind now, down 2 strikes to Merrill Kelly. Kelly does a pretty good job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. 2 so far this year.
Gabriel Moreno needing a new pitch comment. Everybody enjoying a little return to the Mac from Mark Morrison. Underrated song. And Michael Bush will climb back in with a count 0-2. They were playing some bangers pregame, JD. You were.
I got a headache.
I know you did. The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball drilled out towards right center field. That one back and gone. He's done it again. 5 in a row. Michael Bush, and it's 1-0. You can't stop him.
You can't stop him. You can't contain him. Like this time it comes on a no ball 2-strike pitch. Just an unbelievable run for Michael Bush. This is just getting crazy here.
Bush, who was the minor league player of the year for the Dodgers last year, tore it up. He was the PCL player of the year. And that pitch in for a strike to Garrett Cooper. So the kid from Minnesota came over in that trade in January, is red hot. And the pitch. And that's in for a strike. Garrett Cooper getting to start his 4th start. Started once at first, third time as the DH, and a 1-2.
Yeah, Craig Counsell's been kind of leaning on the same guys here. We haven't seen Nick Madrigal in a while. Mastrobone's had very little at bats. Cooper, not too much, but he likes the mix that he's running with, and they're having success. So I'm sure in his mind is those guys will get their opportunity sooner or later. But right now, if we're playing winning baseball, I'm going to stick with it.
On the ground foul of third. I would also make this point, JD. I think that with Justin Steele on the IL, I think that most of the days Justin Steele pitched, you were going to see a Madrigal at third, Morel DH scenario because of the cutters to the righties. Line drive, and Marte makes the catch. JD, let's go back to that home run, please.
Yeah, let's take a look again. It's brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. No balls, 2 strikes. Michael Busch unloads yet again. Boy, that's a pretty swing. And it's starting to look very familiar.
Pitch to Nico Horner. And that's bounced foul. And the pitch. And that one downstairs. Horner fouls it away. Nico so far this season hitting 182. He's been walking a bunch. And that's something that the Cubs have leaned on when they haven't gotten the hits. They've been able to at least have base runners.
Yeah, I just think that Nico's, it's just a matter of time, obviously, before he breaks out. And I'm guessing sooner rather than later. Feels to me like the swing has been better lately. The quality of contact certainly has been better in recent days.
Swing and a miss, and Kelly gets him out number 2.
That's kind of been the narrative around Nico so far this year, though. Swing and miss. Not just chases out of the zone, because he's always been a guy who could go out of the zone and make contact, but especially early, he was getting beat with fastballs in the strike zone.
Mike Tauchman, first pitch swinging, and fouls it off down the left side.
Kelly last year, 12 wins, 8 losses, a 3.29 ERA. That coming on the heels of a season in which he posted a 3.37 ERA. Did a real nice job for the Diamondbacks in the postseason last year. Pitched a dandy in the World Series.
That one foul down the third baseline. He was excellent the whole playoffs. He made 4 starts, 24 innings, and a 2.25 ERA. And you alluded to his previous 2 seasons. I mean, just a really good major league pitcher. And a guy that had to go to the KBO to find it. And Mike Tauchman can relate to that. Mike Tauchman spent 2022 over there. For Merrill Kelly, he was in Korea from 2015 through 2018 for the SK Wyverns.
Well, you know, and the one thing that happened over there, he kind of learned more about himself, and he got bigger and stronger, at least a little stronger, picked up velo along the way with some mechanical adjustments. His first year there, he was throwing 89 miles per hour. So we're watching a guy tonight throwing 94 miles per hour. That's a significant jump in velocity over a period of years.
Tauchman asks for time, 1-2.
And at one point a few years ago, first year here, I believe Torey Lovello was on the cusp of sending him out. Called him into his office and, man, you got to pitch better or you're gone.
The 1-2 is in the dirt. $35 years old now. And there's the skipper, Torey Lovello, in his 8th year. Next pitch missing off the inside edge. And Torey pregame talking to the Diamondbacks media, he called Craig Counsell the best manager in the game.
High praise.
3-2. Swing and a miss. Kelly able to get Tauchman. But the damage done. Michael Busch, for the 5th straight game, goes yard. What's up, Willie? Yeah, on another level right now. I feel you, Tim.
Cubs with a 1-0 advantage as we go to the bottom of the 2nd, and Seiya Suzuki still in the dugout as the team takes the field today, because if you missed it, he was placed on the 10-day injured list prior to today's game with a right oblique strain. He says this is an injury that he suffered yesterday after his final at-bat when he was running to first, not during the at-bat, but actually from running. And he went on to say that he feels like it's not as severe as his injury from a year ago, which is good news. Here's the video so you can see he kind of pulls up just a tad, and he said he felt it during the running. But back to the imaging, he did get that today. There is no official doctor's report, so it's hard to tell just how severe the injury is. Hopefully we'll have more news on that tomorrow. But he did mention it is not as severe in his mind as far as feeling as the oblique that he did a year ago. It was the other oblique that he had a year ago, and that kept him out of the season for about 6 weeks. So it's a little bit of wait and see to just determine how long he could potentially be out, guys.
Right oblique this time, left oblique at the beginning of the year last year. And it's a shame. He's been the Cubs' most dangerous hitter, at least until Michael Busch.
Michael Busch caught fire.
Caught fire.
Busch fire, yeah. Yeah, and it's weird, too. I mean, I'm no physician, but to strain an oblique straight ahead running strikes me as odd. I always associate that with kind of a twisting move.
The 2-2. And Walker fouls it back. Ben Brown got a 1-2-3 in the first on 3 fly balls to center field as he faces the Diamondbacks' big slugger. Brilliant defender, probably the best first base defender in the sport. And that one downstairs, but a guy that the Diamondbacks got off of waivers in March of 17. He was a 4th-round pick in 2012 by the Orioles. He's won a couple of Gold Gloves. He's got power. Brown is ready, and a 3-2. And that one is way high. Craig Counsell talked about making sure the pitches are competitive, meaning, I don't know how you translate that, but, you know, they've got to at least have a chance for somebody to consider swinging at.
I think the breaking ball in particular, because sometimes you can throw that spike curveball, and if you're bouncing it or you're having big wide misses, hitters are going to disregard that and just sit on your fastball. When you're a 2-pitch pitcher, even though you're an extremely hard thrower, that's a difficult way to make a living. So you got to throw enough quality secondary pitches to get the hitter off your fastball. I think that's the challenge. And the other thing that Craig would love to see from Ben here tonight is length. Pitch a little bit deeper into this game. There's probably 2, 3, possibly 4 guys out there in that bullpen that are not available tonight.
Jock Peterson lifts that in the air. Swanson drifting out, and Dansby makes the call and the grab. The roof is open here at Chase Field. And here comes a Eugenio Suarez. Yeah, there's a look at the roof being open.
It will get increasingly hotter as this series progresses. For the day game on Wednesday, they're talking mid-90s. So
what?
We'll probably be buttoned up on Wednesday.
Okay.
But yeah, so Alzolai's worked back-to-back days. So has Leiter, Neris, and Almonte. Leiter threw just 2 pitches yesterday, so he might be in play. Managers generally try to stay away from 3 days in a row, especially if a guy's thrown any, significant number of pitches.
Cubs have gotten the fewest innings from their starters of any team in baseball. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's Alan Porter. He's your crew chief.
Suarez has always been an aggressive hitter. Big time power. Likes to hit the fastball. Probably a little better down than up.
That one upstairs. Yeah, I mean, you're talking since the start of 2018, he's hit 184 homers, and that's 5th most in the majors. Man at first, one away. Brown delivers.
Would you say that the Diamondbacks are sneaky in that regard?
Sneaky how?
And that they have a number of players that have done some things that you might not realize, like all the home runs Suarez has hit. We talked about the Christian Walker and his credentials. Merrill Kelly. I just feel like a lot of these guys are a little underrated.
I would
perhaps
agree. I mean, the first guy, it's funny, of everybody on their team that comes to mind is their leadoff hitter and second baseman. Ketel Marte is a beast.
Yeah.
Moreno swings and fouls one back. Gabriel Moreno, their everyday catcher, kid from Venezuela, 24 years old. They got Moreno and Gurriel in the same trade, December of 22. This guy won the Gold Glove last year at the catching spot in the NL, the 0-1. Sean Barber appeared to miss that last one. '96 with that heater, and now the count is 2-1. Diamondbacks last year went 84-78. They won one more game than the Cubs did. They actually had a negative run differential. They were -15. That was the worst run differential for a team to make the World Series since the '87 Twins. Just off the outside edge, and Amaya doing his best to frame it.
They got a bunch of guys in their lineup that are willing to take their walks. They'll outweight you, so you can get the jump early so you can get yourself into these hitters' counts and have to challenge.
That one upstairs, and a good take by Moreno, so 2 walks in the inning. Yeah, and at least in the early going, one of the things that this team has shown is that they're going to make contact. They have the lowest swing and miss rate in all of baseball. But I don't know as a pitcher what you do with that information, because you just got to throw your stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're not going to try and get swings and misses on chase breaking balls just because they have the lowest swing and miss rate. Jake McCarthy now. Swing and a miss.
There's a swing and a miss.
Right there.
Yeah. But I think the ability to land that breaking ball for a strike, and then now you can expand. And now you might get chased on that high fastball.
That one in the dirt. McCarthy starting in right field. Remember the second half of last year in the outfield, they had Gurriel, but they also had Tommy Pham. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Walker around third. He's coming in to score. Throw comes into second, and the Diamondbacks have evened it up. McCarthy an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, after cruising through the first inning, 3 up, 3 down, some command issues for Ben here in the second. A couple of walks. This pitch is up in the zone. McCarthy puts a good swing on it. The Diamondbacks have tied the game, and Tommy Hotovy out to have a chat with his young right-hander.
So McCarthy with the knock, and Moreno over there at third. So runners at the corners with the meeting on the mound. JD, one of the things that's been hard for the Cubs, I mentioned fewest innings from the starters of anybody in baseball, but even when the starters have pitched well, they haven't gotten especially deep into the game. So even when Craig Counsell's getting a good outing, you know, the other night, at least statistically, got a good outing from Shota Imanaga, and you're still, you know, being asked to cover, you know, 11 outs.
Yeah, well, Imanaga, I think his style of pitching lends itself to high pitch counts. Steele's been down, so he's the guy, right? Your ace. You'd hope he'd be able to give you 7 innings on occasion, maybe beyond that. Kyle obviously has scuffled so far, so he hasn't been able to pitch deep into games. So, you know, at times the bullpen's just been the better option. But sooner or later, if you're Craig, you're going to have some of these games where you have to ask a little bit more of your starter, even if you're not comfortable, because you can't afford to burn out the bullpen.
On the ground, corner there, and gobbles it up, throws to first, and that's the inning. Brown gets out of it, but the Diamondbacks pick up the equalizer. It's 1-1 as we go to the third. Amaya just started off. It'll be Amaya, Happ, and Swanson against the right-hander Merrill Kelly. If you're just joining us, where you been? Also, Michael Busch homered again.
Count on it. Just going to assume he's going to hit home run every day.
You're just getting down to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Finally, they started to play some good tunes.
Here's the pitch to Amaya. And that's in there for a strike.
Oh, no.
The 0-1. Swing and a fly ball left field. Chasing back Gurriel, feeling for the wall, makes the catch.
This is how it feels to have a health partner who doesn't just treat part of you, they care for all of you. Because the only way to be your best self is with your best health. So you can live purposefully, live gracefully, and live fully.
Ian Happ climbs in 1-1. Boog Shambi, Jim DeShays, Taylor McGregor. As Ian Happ takes a pitch outside, might have caught a break there. Talking to Ian Happ pregame about leading off. I mean, he'd been pretty clear he wasn't a huge fan of doing it. 2020 was the year he got his most plate appearances in the leadoff spot, but he settled in. He said it's gone well. I asked him one particular thing, and maybe it was leading because he hasn't homered, the 2-0. And that's in for a strike. I said, do you ever worry that you're going to be, or that you are too passive? That it's, I'm the leadoff guy, I need to not make an out, and you're not really taking a good whack at it sometimes. That one fouled back.
And his response?
No, not at all.
That's good, because you don't want a hitter changing his approach just by the nature of where he hits in the batting order.
Yep. The 2-2, and that's in the. And Craig Counsell has really emphasized the idea. I mean, he's been very clear about his idea of the batting order, and it is not. This guy's supposed to do this, that guy's supposed to do that. It really is, your best hitter should hit the most. Be aware of who hits in front of you. Be aware of who hits in back of you. And that's to the left side. Suarez will put it in his pocket. Infield single. Ian will take that, just his second hit on this road trip. And a one-out base runner.
Basketball, they call it dirty but good when it rattles around and goes in. Well, this is dirty but good for Ian Happ. Just a little chopper towards left field, and they got the shift on, so Suarez has a long way to go to haul it in, but obviously no play to be made. And if you watch Ian Happ's at bats, there's plenty of times where he goes up there first pitch hacking.
Yes.
And then there are other times where you can tell he's got a more patient approach and he's going to see a lot of pitches.
Swanson, a strikeout victim his first time. And that one downstairs. Merrill Kelly made his big league debut with the Diamondbacks in 2019. And a swing and a miss. They've got a $7 million option on him for next year and a $1 million buyout. I mean, that is a steal. But I don't care what he does this year.
Yeah, well, the Marte deal is very club friendly.
The 1-2 is outside. The 2-2 is inside, and Swanson will climb back in, awaiting a 3-2. Cody Bellinger waiting in the on-deck circle, one out, and a man at first. That's Ian Happ.
Strikeout pitch last time for Dansby was a slider off the outside edge. Well, that's quick feet. Real quick move by Merrill Kelly. You see in this sequence, he's really trying hard to get that ball on the ground, looking for that double play. Dansby doing a nice job laying off. Change up sinker moving down and in. That's the double play pitch.
Three and two, Happ at first. Swanson waits, and another quick move, close play over there.
Hand to the back corner just before that tag applied by Walker. That's one of the quicker pickoff moves we've seen.
Happ on the move. Swanson fouls it away. Yeah, Ian getting that hand back in there as Walker slapped the tag down. It's the kitchen sink, JD.
That's his game, Boog. It's the whole buffet.
Happ goes again, grounded to third. Suarez peaks at second, throws to first in time. And now with 2 outs, a man in scoring position for Cody Bellinger downstairs, and we say hi to Taylor.
And it's time for us to say hi to some BABIP numbers. How about this? Okay, through the first 15 games a year ago, Bellinger 319. Through the first 15 this year, 178. I bring this up because last year Cody said he felt fortunate that some of the balls went his way, if you will, early because of all of the offseason prep that he did. It was sort of a reminder, okay, this is working. Well, this season, those same balls have not exactly gone his way, but he has the conviction and a blueprint of what happened a year ago that, hey, this will still work. Eventually these numbers will neutralize and hopefully everything will improve.
Yeah, I think that, job one is just consistent hard contact, and if you're hitting into some tough luck, you just have to believe that sooner or later that's going to turn around for you.
Can we get her a Queen of BABIP t-shirt?
Joe, I expect a Queen of BABIP obvious shirt when we come back, okay?
The Queen of BABIP, just Queen of BABIP. Bellinger lifts that one in the air. Right field, McCarthy. And he pulls it down. Tied at 1 midway in the third.
Of the action, the matchups, and the magic. You have to see it. Visit Cubs.com/tickets. Huh.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
Yeah.
First offering to Ketel Marte. And it's ball 1 and no strikes.
Ooh. Nasty breaker.
Bender.
It's the one. Strike the ball. Now you see me, now you don't.
That one slapped the other way, slicing, foul.
Man, he is strong. StatCast powered by Google Cloud. He got jammed and almost hit that ball out of there. You might be wondering who's hit the longest home runs in Major League Baseball this year. Well, Ketel Marte has hit the second longest behind Mike Trout, who went 473. Marte and then Vlad Guerrero Jr. They're the kings of the long ball so far this year. You know, if I were to ask you at some point who's hit the longest home runs in Major League Baseball this year, and you started rattling off names, you would probably give me a lot of names.
Yes.
Before you got around to Ketel Marte.
No doubt. Yeah, just really fine player. I don't know what. Something's bothering him. Oh, he needed a new bat. That's what's bothering him.
No, but you're right. There's something about his body language. It looked like his back or something might have been barking a little bit too.
Yeah. The year that I remember, like him really being on the map, was 2019. He was an all-star. People may not remember this, but he had an OPS just under 1,000, and he finished 4th in the National League MVP voting.
I feel like he had a long hitting streak that year too.
The 2-2 is fouled off.
Huh. Maybe that's the hitting streak I was thinking of.
It's pretty good.
It's a postseason streak.
Yep. In the playoffs. That's the postseason.
Yeah.
In the dirt.
Different ways to phrase that. His helmet's really shiny too, Boog.
I like they have new helmets.
I was going to say there's something going on with the helmet.
I like their new helmets. Because they I think they wore the all black helmets previously, and now they're going.
They call that Sedona red.
Yes, they do. Center field, Bellinger back, right there, makes the catch. The one thing that I will say, though, you can't change your uniforms and your colors as much as the Diamondback. I mean, you've been in the league for like 20 years. You were
searching for an identity.
Purple at one point.
Yeah.
And now you're Sedona red. I mean, it's just sort of a stark contrast, right? Do you remember where they had the uniforms a couple years ago? Where
they were awful. The muddy ones.
The muddy ones with there was like red on the back of the pant leg. It's weird.
Yeah.
Just a bad scene. My buddy Len Casper had a field day with that. Len Casper is a uniform snob.
Yeah.
He was right. Carroll fouls it away. One of the things the Diamondbacks did in spring training last year, they signed Corbin Carroll to an extension. They were that confident. They signed him 8 years, $111 million.
Yep.
And then he went out and won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. And that's kind of what a lot of clubs have been doing now. In some cases, guys that have never played the big leagues are getting these long multi-year deals.
Yep.
Giving the club some cost certainty. They know, how much money they got committed to a star level player, or what they anticipate will be a star level player.
Carroll down on strikes, and he's gone looking for Ben Brown, his second punch out of the night.
Both looking. You got Suarez and now Carroll on this fastball that's way up out of the zone. That's a big break for Ben Brown. Corbin Carroll wants to turn around to Sean Barber. Hey, 5'9" here. Gurriel among the league leaders in a lot of offensive categories. He went off their opening series against the Rockies. He drove in 10 runs.
ball drilled down towards left center field. Bellinger back some more, but it'll be the left fielder Ian Happ to haul it in.
Just through the special ticket offers page to receive a special edition Cubs and UIC cap. Purchase tickets at cubs.com/specials.
Christopher Morel steps to the plate. And Morel at the dish in a 1-1 game. Merrill Kelly back to work, fires. Morel wrapped into a fielder's choice his first time up. I think here in the early going, the one thing you're seeing, he's not striking out as much. The walk rate is normalized as well. He's been very aggressive, but he's also been getting a lot of strikes. So if he's getting pitches in the zone, he's letting it rip.
Maybe starting to press just a little bit. We've seen signs of that here lately. Good take. Kelly really good at using both sides of the plate. Makes it tough on the hitter.
And a swing and a miss. Morel is gone. Now Michael Busch, who homered his first time up and joined a pretty impressive list. Cubs to homer in 5 straight games. Here are the 4 that have done it. Now make it 5. Wilson, Sandberg, Sosa, Morel, and add Michael Busch. Morel last year, they didn't make the team out of spring training, and when he came up in early May, he homered 9 times in his first 12 games. Yeah, that's through there for a strike.
That was after hitting a bunch of home runs down at AAA. Well, here he is in a hitter's count. We'll see how aggressive Kelly is with this 3-1.
Inside, and he walked him. And that's the other part of the Michael Busch story offensively that's been good to see, is command of the strike zone. 1 out, man aboard. And it'll bring up Garrett Cooper, who lined out his first time. Close play.
Yeah. Base runners, beware the quick move of Merrill Kelly. And with the kid behind the plate, that makes it awfully difficult to try to steal a base. Moreno, the catcher, can really throw.
Got a quick release. They've been really impressed with how quickly his game calling skills have improved. The 1-0.
Cubs will miss Zach Gallen in this series. He worked in their ball game yesterday.
He's their ace. 2-1. And that's in for a strike. Two and two. Willie Harris was ready for the redirect off the front of the Diamondbacks dugout. Willie, of course, takes a lot of pride wearing that number 42. He hails from Jackie's hometown of Cairo, Georgia.
Ooh.
Pretty good take right there.
Kelly doing a real nice job just going in and out, in and out. And watch Cooper. Just tempted, but we're not off her.
So the slider misses, and now it's 3-2. Bush at first. Walker holds him on time call. Oh, it's 2-2. That's what the plate umpire Sean Barber just let everybody know, I think. Fly ball right field. McCarthy over into foul ground, and he makes the catch.
Whether a data center, small business, or solar array, we have the skills to meet Chicagoland's climate goals. Partner with Power in Chicago and build better construction, better careers, and better communities.
And now it's Nico Horner. 1-1. We're in the fourth. Nico, a strikeout victim his first time. And a board, 2 down. And that's bounced foul. There's Willie. I love Willie Chill. Close play over there at first as Bush back in. Mike Napoli whispering words of encouragement.
Whispering words of wisdom.
Let it be. And that's a little bit high.
Merrill Kelly has pitched at least 5 innings in 32 consecutive starts. I mean, Mitch Keller of the Pirates has a longer streak. In 9 of his last 11 games dating back to August of last year, he's allowed 2 runs or fewer, 2 earned runs or fewer. So he's been very reliable, very consistent. Makes that man's life a whole lot easier. And they're going to get another one when Jordan Montgomery joins this rotation. That's going to make this club a little bit better. Wow.
Close play. Walker slapped down the tag. And then the ball squirted out of his glove. I'm not entirely sure if he ever totally had it. Yeah, he did.
It's just 2 disengagements. Would he dare go over there a 3rd time and risk the balk?
That's been the thing, I will say, I've been moderately surprised about. It's a non-factor. The 3rd disengagement thing, it just does not impact the game.
Except for nobody goes over there a 3rd time.
Correct. I mean, just never. Check swing and a little roller right side. Marte has it over to first. Nico didn't see where it went. Cubs can't do anything with a 1-out walk. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied at 1. Our coverage cam brought to you by T-Mobile. And the great Jackie Robinson here April 15th as we celebrate Jackie Robinson Day throughout Major League Baseball. And at number 42, retired throughout the game. That one hit on a line. Man, Belly has been busy. Now the Cubs with a tweet earlier today, resilience, leadership, inspiration. Jackie Robinson, see how Jackie Robinson's legacy lives on in Chicago communities with the help from the support group. And Julian Green, Senior VP of Communications for the Cubs, had a great quote. He said, Jackie Robinson represents resilience and leadership, inspiration for generations of people who want to believe that there's a way to make yourself better, to live a life filled with purpose and imagination.
Peterson, one of the newbies for the Diamondbacks, off to a good start here in the desert. Is yet to strike out this year.
You think he'll sustain that?
Oh, he's in jeopardy right now, Boone. How many at-bats does he have? Plate appearances. 27 at-bats without a strikeout. That's the most among all big leaguers in terms of at-bats without a punch-out.
In the air, out towards left center, and Ian Happ, his old teammate, makes the catch.
Night off for the infielders. Everything is in the air here tonight.
How do you feel like Ben Brown has pitched?
I think Ben Brown has pitched fine. I mean, this is a kid making his 4th major league appearance, 2nd big league start. You can critique some of the deep counts and some of the hard contact, but it is, first go around in this league with all the nerves and everything that goes with it, learning these new hitters, very competitive. Curious to see what role he settles into as we go forward, as these injured pitchers start to come back. Does he make transition to the bullpen?
What's your thought?
My thought is that will happen. I'm not saying long term. I'm just talking about in the near future. Two ways to play it, right? You got a big arm that you can say, well, we could use this kid in the bullpen, see how it plays out there, ultimately move him into more leverage situations, or send him back to AAA as a starter, keep him stretched out in case we need a starter down the road if somebody else goes down.
I agree with you. I think if everybody's healthy, that is probably what will end up happening. And again, that's just you and I talking. I would also say my guess is that is how I think Craig Counsell would like to kind of weaponize him out of that bullpen. You know what I mean? As a guy that could come in and get 6 outs. I would also guess, look, we see 96, 97. If he comes in and is being asked to get 4 or 5 outs, there's a pretty good chance you're going to be seeing 98, 99. And again, it's not easy when you got to put together so many outs out of that bullpen. In the air, right field, Tuchman down the line, and Mike hauls it in. Everything in the air here tonight. Go ahead, Phil Collins. Cub fans stream live Cubs games and exclusive on-demand content all season long in the Marquee Sports Network app presented by Miller Lite. Subscribe now at watchmarquee.com. Tachman, first pitch swinging and grounding it foul.
Cubs managed to win 2 out of 3 in Seattle despite not scoring a lot of runs. Been able to generate a lot offensively tonight against Merrill Kelly. That's kind of anticipated. And Brown right now going toe-to-toe with the veteran right-hander.
The 1-2 is outside. And that shot of Craig Counsell on the bench. That's what happens. Oh, the glasses are gone. Seeing more and more of the glasses. Next one is in there, and Tachman saying something to Sean Barber in that spot. Remember, Merrill Kelly was part of that Team USA group that faced off against Team Japan in the championship. It was Kelly against Shota Imanaga. Those two squaring off, and it ended with a Shohei Ohtani of Mike Trout. Did you see that at bat live? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
I did not know.
I saw it live. It was as compelling an at bat. It was pretty electric. You know, you're talking about a close game. You're sitting there thinking, is Trout going to hit a home run off of him? And you're thinking, is Ohtani's going to strike him out? It was intense. The 1-1.
Kelly got knocked around, didn't he, in that game? Or was it an earlier game? I know one of the WBC games it did not go particularly well for him.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And Miguel Amaya comes up with the knock.
At number 3 for the Cubs, Kelly's been effective running that two-seamer in on the hands of the right-handed hitters here tonight, but on this occasion, Amaya able to get enough barrel on it to push it into center field for the 3rd hit of the night for the Cubs. So the Busch home run, a little kind of roller to third base by Ian, and now this single for Amaya. See if the 3rd time around changes the fortunes for the Cub hitters here.
JD, go back to last year and think about the Diamondbacks getting all the way to the World Series. You know, even their rotation during the regular season, Gallen and Kelly threw almost 400 innings and had a combined ERA of 3.39. Everybody else, the ERA was 5.77. The rest of their starters. I mean, it was ugly. Then that's 452 2/3. So it was Gallen and Kelly. And
pray for rain.
Kinda. I mean, remember, they released Madison Bumgarner. They released Davies. Little roller along first. Kelly has it, puts the tag on Happ. I think Madison Bumgarner is their highest paid player, at least matching Eduardo Rodriguez. Zach Gallen, again, you talk about underrated. I think he's one of the better starters people don't talk about.
Yeah, so way back in the day, the Milwaukee Braves, it was Spawn and Sane and pray for rain up to the rotation.
Yes.
I don't know if Gallen and Kelly, I don't know if we can come up with a clever rhyme for that.
I think they tried.
Didn't have any luck.
Gallen and Kelly and everybody else is smelly.
That's right.
See, this is the problem.
That's where my head was.
Live television. And you put the two of us together on this assignment, and it is a one-way ticket to getting fired. Yeah, they did just sign Jordan Montgomery. That's right. So
yeah,
and he's getting 25. Swanson fouls it back. Dansby thrust into that 2 spot in the batting order with Seiya Suzuki on the IL with the oblique strain. I want to ask Dansby Swanson if he has any Diamondbacks stuff. Like, you think he's got like a Diamondbacks T-shirt or that original jersey from when he was drafted?
I would think, yeah.
This one in the air out towards right center, and Corbin Carroll makes the catch, and McCarthy almost collided with him. Midway the 5th, 1-1.
Diamondbacks manager Torey Luvello, who's held that position since 2017, and he passed the love of coaching baseball on to his son Nick, who is the current South Bend Cubs manager. Nick has been around the organization for a couple years. This photo came 2 years ago at spring training. He was able to serve as the bench coach during a spring training game. They exchanged lineup cards, which was a special day for the two of them. 2 seasons ago, he was the bench coach for the Tennessee Smokies, and when Ben Brown was traded over, Nick was his bench coach. So I was asking Ben, what do you remember about Nick? And he said, the first time I talked to Nick, I just thought, oh my gosh, you have the exact same mannerisms as your dad. And he said, I don't know Torey personally, but just watching him on television, he could tell that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, Boog.
Yeah, no doubt. And Nick Lavello said that he remembered talking to Ben Brown, said Ben Brown was one of the nicest kids he encountered in his short time in the minor leagues. As that one bounced to the left side, and Morel, woo, there's that arm.
That arm is a difference maker. He had a real nice day defensively in Seattle the other day. Game-saving play, as a matter of fact, maybe even a couple of them. But, measured steps as he gets that hop, and then 96 to first base.
Bush able to handle it, and here is McCarthy as he shortens the bunt, and that's a strike. Just to finish up on the Lavello combination and the connection between Torey and his son and the Cubs. So Nick manages at South Bend, which is high A, and coincidentally today the South Bend Cubs got a chance to go to Wrigley on an off day and work out on their way to Beloit. So the whole team got to work out at the friendly confines, and here they are arriving. There's Nick, and getting a chance to take a picture where his dad would sit. There's the whole team gathered around, coaching staff. Pretty cool day for those kids at A-ball, getting an opportunity to work out at Wrigley, and they have a really strong bond, Nick and Torey. Last year, Nick was actually over in Europe. He got married and then went on his honeymoon, and the Diamondbacks go on this run, and he actually redirected his flight back from Europe to go to Philadelphia for Game 7 of the NLCS, and then he got a chance to see all of the World Series and go support Dad. but they are super, super close.
Brown making some of the best pitches of the night right here. He really turned it up a notch. And what a thrill for those kids from South Bend to be able to work out at Wrigley. A lot of those kids won't play above A ball, right? And they'll always have that memory.
Yep. Kevin Newman here. Newman getting an opportunity to play short with the injuries to both Geraldo Perdomo and then one of their top position playing prospects we saw last year, Jordan Lawler. So Perdomo went down with a knee. Lawler hurt his thumb. So they've been using Blaze Alexander at short. But he sits tonight, and Newman, who played his college ball at the University of Arizona. That helmet is super shiny, Jim.
Tis.
Foul tipped into the mitt of Amaya and a strikeout. Ben Brown is set down 10 in a row.
All right, I think there's going to be some late inning fireworks, so I'm going over 6.5 runs. I think it's going to happen in the 7th, and there will be 2+ hits.
Okay.
And the Cubs win.
That sounds like a winning trifecta. If you're down with Joe's wagers, make sure you tail them because baseball season, it's heating up. So get in on the action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, all you new customers can get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place any $5 wager. Boog, JD, back to you in a tight one.
Oh, the Wizard of Oz was scary, I'm just saying. Kyle Nelson will take over. Pitching change brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank. It's about time, Jim.
Yeah, it is about time, and good work by the Cub hitters, even though they didn't do a lot of damage against Merrill Kelly. They got him out of there after 5 innings and 95 pitches. So Torey Lovullo is going to ask his bullpen to do a lot of heavy lifting here tonight. First man out of the chute is Nelson, who's off to a very good start here in 2024.
And a swing and a miss. So Merrill Kelly, the Cubs made him work.
Meanwhile, Ben Brown has settled in. He's been dominant for the last 3 innings.
Brown at 77 pitches, so
more quiet in the Cub bullpen. He will outlast Merrill Kelly here tonight, it seems. See a lot of sliders from this left-hander.
Drilled to center, but that one right at Corbin Carroll. Bellinger retired.
Cub fans, go to MarqueeSportsNetwork.com for the latest Cubs news and in-depth feature stories. Presented by Jeff Vukovich, your local Nationwide insurance agent. Visit JeffVuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Sounded like I went through puberty right there as I started that read.
Yes, it's time to change. Got to rearrange.
Peter Brady.
That's right. I once on a broadcast, I think it was actually an ESPN broadcast, I referred to Rick Sutcliffe as Buddy Hinton. He was the bully.
Don't remember that.
He was the one that
Buddy Peter or bullied Peter.
Yeah. Well,
what was his name? Buddy
Hinton.
Buddy Hinton.
Popped up left side. Suarez in on the turf and has it. Because Buddy would tease Cindy because she lisped.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Baby talk, baby talk.
Yeah,
it's a wonder you can walk. Yeah. And then Buddy knocked Peter out, and then Peter trained and knocked Buddy out. It's great. Anyway, I don't know what the point was. I often have no point. 2 outs. Here's Bush fouling one away. Time now for How Far Did It Travel? Driven by the Bob Locurcio Auto Group. JD?
He doesn't hit many cheapies. I mean, 419 and I think 420 something the other day in Seattle.
That one gets away. Moreno will pick it up, throw him out, and Nelson gets him 1-2-3. Found himself in a really good groove. He has set down 10 in a row. And Brown will face the top of the order. So a third look at him, Ketel Marte. And that one hit on the ground to first. Bush has it, underhands. One pitch and one out, 11 in a row. Time now for our Prevagen memorable moments. Cubs Hall of Famer Ken Holtzman threw 2 no-hitters during his time in the North Side. The first came in '69 against the Braves, the second in '71 against the Reds. He is considered one of the best left-handed pitchers in Cub history. Ken Holtzman passed away last night at the age of 78. Our condolences and prayers go out to the Holtzman family. And you're talking about a great pitcher, drafted in the 4th round out of Illinois. Pitched 9 seasons for the Cubs. One of 3 with multiple no-hitters for the Cubs.
Yeah, his first no-hitter, he did not strike out a man. It was against Atlanta, and then he had that no-no against Cincinnati. A couple All-Star teams, 4 times a World Series champion, 3 with Oakland, 1 with the Yankees. He was coming up. He was the next Sandy Koufax because he was Jewish like Koufax, and didn't have the Hall of Fame career, but had a outstanding run.
Right. Popped up, foul ground. Morel in the coach's box makes the catch.
Actually won more games in his career than did Koufax, but you know, Sandy's career cut short due to injury.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And the first offering downstairs.
I feel like as this game has moved along, Ben has gotten a lot better about driving that fastball down in the zone and then throwing the breaking pitch either for a strike or, you know, close enough to get a swing.
Nico Hoerner lays out and steals a hit from Gurriel. Ben Brown absolutely loving it. 13 in a row set down by the right-hander. A 1-1 game here in the desert. Ken Holtzman gone at the age of 78. Condolences and prayers to the entire Holtzman family.
Jamison Tyone is back with the Major League team after he was on 2 separate minor league rehab appearances. He joined the squad through a 35-pitch bullpen today with Tommy Hotovy. Hotovy said everything went swimmingly. He is still on the injured list, and his next appearance will come with the Major League squad. It's just a matter of when. Looking like it could be potentially Thursday when the Cubs return home from this road trip, guys.
Garrett Cooper a single into left. So a leadoff hit. JD, I think that we're starting to make an impact on Taylor. You don't get a lot of 30-year-olds using the phrase swimmingly. It's more of an old person's phrase.
Yeah,
you know, I said that and realized immediately, what have you guys done to me?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Well, welcome aboard, Taylor. Miguel Castro delivers ball 1 to Nico Hoerner. Really great outing here tonight from Ben Brown.
Man, outstanding work. Do you think he's basically had 1 bad inning in the big leagues?
It's true.
Against the Rangers, he had the first inning, good. Went back out there, not good. But other than that, he's been just fine. Dominant here tonight. Miguel Castro, the big long right-hander. He is long, 6'7". 5 games, 4 2/3 of 5.79 ERA for the veteran righty.
That one outside. So now 3-1 on Nico as the Cubs look to break a 1-1 tie. Diamondbacks have action in their bullpen. The lefty Joe Manaply. That one hit Nico. So Horner aboard. And there's the lefty.
Can't go to the lefty here because Castro has to face 3. Strom, the veteran pitching coach. Sonner out there. Dispense a little advice. Hey folks, welcome to Cubs at U. College students can receive special ticket offers for select Cub games through the end of the season. Text Cubs U to 88019 to unlock student-friendly deals.
Mike Tauchman, after the meeting has broken up, Tauchman has struck out swinging and he has struck out looking. 2 aboard, nobody out, a golden opportunity. And that one fouled back. You got the heater middle. And nothing in 1. Fouled straight back out of play. Now, JD, this is actually one of those spots statistically where a bunt would make some sense, but it's not quite that simple because are you going to get it down? Is Mike Tauchman comfortable in that spot? Inside corner, and Tauchman is rung up on strikes, and he has been frustrated with Sean Barber at times here tonight.
A hat trick for Mike Tauchman, who struck out swinging first time, rung up the next 2, and this one appears to catch the inside corner near the top of the strike zone. It was a good pitch. Yeah, I think in the modern game, managers generally just don't want to give away outs.
Yep.
And again, there's no guarantee the batter's going to get the ball down.
Yeah, get the bunt down, right? Foul back. Yeah, I'm not advocating.
No, but it's a good
spot.
talking. It's a good conversation to have because it's a play back in the day that would have been pretty much an automatic bunt situation. First and second down near the bottom of your order, you might have been willing to pinch hit. You know, if he gets the bunt down. What does Torey Lovello do? He probably goes to the bullpen at that point.
Fly ball in the air out towards left center. Gurriel will make the catch and the runners will retreat.
When you contemplate the bunt, it's not just in a vacuum. Can we get this bunt down? So what happens after that?
Yep.
What matchups do we have going forward after that? If the other manager goes to his bullpen, do I like the matchup that I'm going to end up with in that instance?
Torey Lovello coming out, and he's going to turn Ian Happ around. And it'll be the lefty Joe Manaply. Got a pitching change. It's brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. Budweiser, this Bud's for you. By Advocate Healthcare. Let's live well and make the most of every moment, game day, and every day. And by the Bob Locurcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. New pitcher is the veteran Joe Manaply. And they'll turn Ian Happ around. You see the numbers so far this year for this lefty who is a reliever, but they actually used him as an opener twice in the playoffs last year. Game 4 of the NLCS, Game 2 of the World Series. He started. He loved it.
Did he?
Yeah. He said, everybody's paying attention to me.
You got to be a probable.
That's right. Ball to strike, Hap waits.
Changeup might be his signature pitch. Not a real hard thrower. He's got a little funky angle. Let's cut that ball in on the right-hander's hands.
Now one down and in. Cooper, the runner out there at second. Horner at first. 1-1. We're in the seventh. 2 down. Hap waits. And a 3-1. Ground ball to third. Suarez up with it. Goes to second. And they get the force. Hap hit it hard. Time to stretch in the desert. Your local Hyundai dealer. Find a dealer nearest you at buyhyundai.com. By Wintrust, proud legacy partner of the Chicago Cubs and exclusive home of Cubs checking. And by UI Health, changing medicine for good. Welcome back, and it's our game summary, and it's brought to you by Wintrust. Ben Brown, 6 strong innings, gave up just the 1 run, and Michael Busch, a homer his first time up. He's homered in 5 straight games. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, the rookies delivering here tonight, Busch and Brown. And Ben Brown, little command issues early on, gave up a couple hard hit balls and a couple walks, but then he settled in and actually locked in with that curveball, riding fastball combination and dominated this very talented Diamondback lineup. So brilliant work from Ben Brown here tonight, allowing just 1 run on 1 hit through 6 innings.
What can Brown do for you? Pitching change brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time.
It is about time. It's been a week since we've seen Luke Little out there on the bump. Towing the slab, if you will.
I will.
So he should be plenty strong. The question is, how sharp will he be?
Swing and a miss. All right, JD, 0 in on Luke Little and his chest. I'm directing the director. You see how the C is split down the middle on the uniform?
I do.
It wasn't like that last year. The C was all the way on it was entirely on the right side. That looks bad. I don't like it. Just put the whole C on the other side. Make the uniforms better.
Okay.
See, Bryce Harper came and he had his old lettering on the back of his jersey the other day?
No, I did not.
Yeah. I don't know how he finagled that, but he went with his old jersey.
It's going to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, it will. Next offering outside. Some of the City Connect uniforms are like out of stock. Like the Cardinals don't. It's not a City Connect, but their powder blues aren't in stock yet.
Happened with Seattle yesterday. They were going to wear a certain uniform and it was not available.
On the ground, softly hit. That's Dansby Swanson to pick it up and throw him out. I mean, not available.
They hadn't been delivered.
You got FedEx? What?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
I don't know the why. I just know the what. I was told.
The tiny little company.
Somebody up there. That
tiny little company like Nike and Fanatics. They can't. Let's make the uniform. What are we doing?
Hey, you know what Jock Peterson did when he was a rookie?
Tell me.
He hit home runs in 5 consecutive games.
Mm.
Michael Busch are on that list. So tomorrow, Michael Busch will have a chance to establish the rookie record for home run in consecutive games.
But first things first, a W here tonight.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Jock Peterson, first strikeout of the year. Luke Little got him.
Jock probably went up to take that at bat thinking, why am I getting this AB? I haven't struck out yet. I got to deal with this big mountain of a man throwing 97 miles an hour. Man, I didn't notice Gino's hair earlier in the game.
Did they drop Gino on him? It is glorious, isn't it? I believe he was doing a form of a man bun or a ponytail. Yeah, just that is something else right there. Swanson, and the Gold Glover makes a fine play. Luke Little gets him 1, 2, 3. We're headed to the 8th. It's 1-1.
Sportsnetwork.com/Red Stars today. And coincidentally, or perhaps not coincidentally, we read that promo as Dansby Swanson strides to home plate. He did this to end the bottom half of the inning. Spinorama on Suarez. Good accurate throw. Dansby's wife plays for the Red Stars. She plays for the national team too. She's really good.
Swanson takes upstairs. Ball 1, although K-Zone had it as a strike. It'll be Swanson, then Bellinger, and then Morel.
Sean Barber, the home plate umpire, has been pretty big up top tonight too. He's called some strikes up above the zone. Thompson, another big dude coming out of that Diamondback bullpen. .65", 6'6". Tough angle for a righty.
Yeah, he was part of their kind of trust tree trio with. He would work the 7th, Kevin Ginkel would work the 8th, and Paul Sewald would work the 9th.
Sewald currently on the IL, so Ginkel's been serving as the closer. Saying all the many years I've been coming to this ballpark, I don't remember seeing many games like this one. Usually you see a good number of runs up on the board.
Yep. Swanson reaching, pops it up, and Newman makes the catch. Well, one of the things as far as this ballpark, it was a big time offensive park, and then they put the humidor in, and now every team has a humidor, but it drastically affected how, like, this is not a severe hitter's park anymore.
Sure isn't tonight.
No. And Bellinger grounds one up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Thompson throws this sinker down and away. It's actually down below the knees, and Cody works really hard to go down and get it. Hits it pretty sharply. Hit it hard last time, lined out to center. This time finds a little green grass out there, and he's got himself a 1-out knock.
This one laced left field, but at Gurriel. I mean, Morel hit that right on the nose.
Both clubs have hit into some tough luck here tonight. Balls that were pretty well struck turned into outs. Yeah, that one blistered.
Of Burrell was 105 miles an hour.
Michael Busch, a three-sport star in high school, in hockey and football as well as baseball. He was the captain of all three teams. And his football team, he was quarterback to the state championship game.
And at first, 2 down, 1-1. We're in the 8th. Busch waits. And there, got him. So Thompson gets Busch. The Cubs leave a man. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th, still tied at 1. Prevagen is the #1 pharmacist recommended memory support brand by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs, and by Northwestern Medicine. When it comes to your health, a second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Welcome back. Time now for our McDonald's McNugget of the game. The Chicago Cubs played 4,581 National League games, plus 21 in the World Series, before Arizona became a state February 14th, Valentine's Day, 1912. There you go. Just a nugget. I mean, that's a nugget. Drew Smyly putting that pitch count up to 11. And he'll deal with the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. In the dirt. Nick Madrigal into the game at third. "16 straight Diamondbacks have been retired." Ben Brown did good work in this one. And that's bounced towards third. Drew Smyly in the offseason decided to do some training locally here in Arizona. Driveline, of course, they started out in Seattle, Kent, but they've got a facility here. That one sliced into the right field corner and foul. Just foul. But Smyly went and did work at the Driveline facility here in Arizona, in part because his former teammate, his buddy Alex Cobb, was going. He wasn't initially bought in, but he's worked on a number of different things, including being more athletic on the mound, a couple of other pitches, and the velocity has certainly
seen a little uptick in the velo, right?
No doubt.
There was talk in spring training about split finger pitch, but really haven't seen that.
In the air, shallow right field, coming on. Topman! Oh, Mike, what a catch! He laid out and stole a hit from Marino.
Just completely committed to the play here, right? He didn't hesitate, head down, charging hard. I love Nico's reaction. Nico's like, yeah, he did. I'll make the call for you, Mr. Umpire, in case you didn't see.
And then Mike Tauchman right here with the most Mike Tauchman response ever. Just, hey, right here. Yeah, I got it.
Drew trying to find the umpire who's going to make the call.
Yeah. Randall Grichuk is going to get a chance to hit for McCarthy.
Cubs pitching has recorded 5 strikeouts tonight, so the ball's been in play a lot in the air. And there's been 2 or 3 really good defensive plays. The one Nico made and now Tauchman, both highlight reel plays. Dansby with that nice play last inning out at short.
On a strike with 1 out. And the base is empty. We're in the 8th here at Chase Field. Drew Smyly back to work. And that one is laced down the left side and fair ball. Happ over there to pick it up. And Grichuk is into second. Well, Randall Grichuk trying to find some playing time. The guy that was selected a pick ahead of Mike Trout in the draft in 2009.
Yeah, he stays back on the Drew Smyly curveball and lashes it into the left field corner. Big swing of the bat off the bench for the Diamondbacks. Grichuk representing the go-ahead run, which is 1 out.
Kevin Newman now. 1-1. We're in the 8th. And Smyly pumps a fastball at the top edge of the strike zone, according to Sean Barber. It's too high.
They were speculating earlier as to who might be available in the Cubs bullpen tonight. Figured Alzolay would be down, Neris and Almonte likely down as well. We're not sure about Mark Leiter Jr. Still Keegan Thompson and Daniel Palencia out there.
Nice stop by Amaya and that pitch in the dirt.
Well, the run that beat you is out there on second base. You've got a base open here. Hitter has leverage in the count. There's no need to give in this situation. Even though Kevin Newman's not a big threat, everybody comes a lot better when they're 3-1 sitting in a fastball count if you challenge.
And the pitch.
Good pitch. Do not want to throw him a cookie heater. Drops the curveball into the top of the zone.
Three and 2. Here it comes. And he spoiled that one. Newman stays alive. Cubs and Diamondbacks tied at 1. The Cubs got a single run in the top of the second. Diamondbacks in the bottom of the second. He was late that time. 95.
A little amped up. Tried to throw it by him. Diamondbacks, one of the key tormentors of the Cubs down the stretch last year.
Yeah, they won 6 out of 7. Smiley. See you later. Great pitch. Newman frozen. I mean, exactly where he was looking to throw it.
Backdoor curveball out of the hand. The hitter reads ball and just curls right back to the outside corner.
They'll go ahead and walk Ketel Marte intentionally. He's a much better hitter, or a better hitter, I should say, right-handed. And now it's Corbin Carroll, tied at 1.
Carroll off to a relatively slow start this year after that monster season last.
Smiley deals. And ball 1.
Smiley last worked Friday against the Mariners, 2 scoreless. He's done a real nice job out of the bullpen so far.
No doubt. That's in for a strike. Carroll waits, a 1-1. Nice stop by Amaya. Runner going to third. No throw, probably the best idea. Grichuk moves up the 90 feet. Marte will stay put at first.
Amaya contemplating making this throw to third base, but it's a high-risk play. Grichuk looked like he got a pretty good read on that ball in the dirt. Off balance throw, an error there might cost you the ball game. Still 2 outs. Here are the splits for Carroll in his career, so he hangs in there well against left-handed pitching.
Yeah, it's just the power gets neutralized, but he does a good job in terms of getting hits. A swing and a miss that time. Man, there is some juice on that fastball from Drew Smiley. 94-95. Grichuk at third. He's the go-ahead run. Marte at first. 2 down. Here comes. Line drive, base hit into right field. And in to score is Randall Grichuk. Throw comes into Swanson, and Corbin Carroll comes through.
Grichuk off the bench gets it started with the 1-out double, and now Carroll left on left delivers as he drops the head on that 94-mile-an-hour heater. Look how long that stride is, but he keeps the hands back just beyond the reach of Nico.
There's Gurriel now. JD, I think in looking at where Amaya initially set the target, I think they wanted that up.
That's where he was working throughout this inning. A lot of elevated fastballs and the curveball down. Ooh, man.
Could see him hopping. Some frustration there. First and third. And a swing and a miss. Popped up on the infield for Dansby Swanson. He makes the catch, and that's the inning. But the Diamondbacks push across the go-ahead run. We'll go to the ninth. Last chance for the Cubs.
Last chance for the Cubs. This quality start is brought to you by National Car Rental. Control confidence. And boy, what a job by Ben Brown here tonight. Just his second major league start. 6 innings of 1-hit, 1-run ball. He struck out 4, a couple of walks. His last 3 games now, 14 2/3 innings, and he's allowed just the 2 runs.
New pitcher is Kevin Ginkel, and he takes over to try and close this game out. Paul Sewald is on the shelf right now with an oblique strain. See the numbers on this right-hander, who features a really good slider.
Yep, and pretty good heater too. So 2-pitch guy, fastball, slider. Command has been a little bit of an issue for him throughout his career. Last year, opposing hitters hit $179 against him. And that time they don't get the high strike call.
Three and one, the pitch. And that's in for a strike.
Clearly high.
Yep. Three and two. Nobody on, nobody out. Ginkel fires, and Cooper hanging in there. Garrett Cooper getting the start at DH. He has one of the 5 Cub hits. Only 8 total hits in this game. The Diamondbacks are trying to win a game with 3 hits. Good job by Cooper.
Well, they went from the 2nd to the 8th inning without a single base runner. Have had a good bit more chances, just have not been able to cash in.
On the ground, out to short, and 1 away. So Newman handles the chance. And Nico Horner up to hit. On Nico. Cubs need a base runner. Line drive, base hit, right field. They have a base runner. Nico scorches that one the other way.
Ask and you shall receive, Boog. We'll see if Nico has designs on swiping second base here, but it's that good opposite field approach. Horner lash.
And now Mike Tauchman, who's had a tough night, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Slaps that one foul.
Miles Mastrobone's got a bat. He's out on deck.
The inside corner. That's what kind of night it's been for Mike Tauchman. That was a strike. Horner at first, 1 down. Cubs down a run. The other way and a base hit. Tauchman delivers with a couple of strikes on him. And now the tying run is in a scoring position.
Still not happy with the strike zone despite getting that base hit. He gets on top of this high fastball, good level swing, shoots it the other way, 98-mile-an-hour heater. So Tauchman 3 strikeouts, but some redemption with a brilliant play in the outfield, and now a huge knock here in the 9th.
Grumpy Mike Tauchman's the best Mike Tauchman. And Miles Mastrobone has been announced. Team meeting over there at first, and while we have a moment, how about we look at the upcoming schedule? Jim Deshaies, it's brought to you by Steinhoffels. 2 more with these Diamondbacks tomorrow night and Wednesday afternoon, and then we return home for 4 against the Marlins. Cubs will see 3 lefties in those 4 games against the Marlins. At least that's what it looks like. And then an off day Monday, and then the Astros.
Might not get a better pitch to hit than that one right there.
Two on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss.
Got it again. 97, took a shot and just a little bit behind it. You got to dial it up a notch. This is a tough challenge, man, coming off the bench. Guy throwing pellets, and you're thinking about that slider. That's why, you know, people are always like, the other day in Seattle, some Mariners people were saying, why didn't they pinch hit Rodriguez? Why didn't they, you know, everybody, why didn't they pinch those? Pinch hitting is really hard.
Yeah.
Hardly anybody does it well. Not in the flow, the rhythm of the game.
Swing and a miss. Mastrobone is down on strikes.
Year in and year out, major league average for pinch hitters is right around 200.
Yeah.
All right.
So here we go. It's up to Ian Happ to keep this game going. A lot of Cub fans here. And the first offering in for a strike. Man, Ginkel just dotting that inside corner with the heater at 97. Look at all that Cubby blue. Horner at second, Tauchman at first. In the dirt, kicks away. Moreno can't find it. Horner coming around. Here comes Nico. He's in. And we are tied. He scores all the way from second on a wild pitch.
And now listen to all these fans in Cubby blue. This place is rocking down the right side as people celebrate the dash home from Nico Horner. That was Jackie Robinson-like.
Moreno just couldn't find it. And Nico immediately noticed and did not stop.
Anticipate the ball in the dirt. You don't take your eyes off the ball. Quick, tight turn at third base. Willie chasing him home. Spectacular work.
That
Nico Horner
was outstanding.
always have a lot of Cub fans here in the desert, but I don't think I realized how many until that play right there.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is safe. Arizona will lose their challenge.
The mad dash from Nico Horner.
It wasn't close really at all. And Torrey Lavella said, well, let's just take a shot and maybe replay shows something we've missed.
So the other part of this scenario where it gets interesting, if you're Ian Happ, can you sit fastball? Not that that makes it 100% easy, but Tachman at third, he's probably not going to want to bounce another slider. Inside.
An overthrow there, trying to go away with that fastball, and he just pulled it at 98.
Cub fans delighted as Happ swings through that, and now it's 2-2. Tachman at third. He's the go-ahead run. 2-2. We're in the ninth. Ginkel ready. And Happ able to spoil that one. I caught a foul ball here once. Yeah. Tony Womack hit it.
Save it. You have it at home.
Yeah. Ginkel will step off. Happ, and this one is flied out. He's singled. He's grounded out to the pitcher and wrapped into a fielder's choice. Trying to be the hero. Down and in. I mean, this is the stuff right here. I mean, would he throw him a chase slider?
Last one was chase-ish.
Caught out of the air at third by Suarez, and Happ is gone. But Nico Horner with the single. Tachman follows with a hit, and then on the wild pitch, Horner sprints around. We go bottom nine, tied at 2. Debut. Robinson's courage and determination in the face of adversity is as much an example now as ever before. Join baseball in commemorating Jackie Robinson Day and visit MLBtogether.com/42 to learn more. Well, a fitting way to tie the game. The mad dash from second base from Nico Horner on a wild pitch. And that ties the game at 2-2. Hector Neris will take over.
One of the things that has defined Hector Neris throughout his career is a willingness to take the ball. He's worked back-to-back days through 28 pitches in the ball game yesterday, 9 the day before. It's been a bumpy ride for him. Command has been an issue. 6 walks.
He had not been doing that, throwing first pitch strikes. Been doing it just above a 30% rate. The big league average is about twice that. Dangerous hitter here, the 0-1 to Walker. Cubs and Diamondbacks locked up in a 2-2 tie. Neris working with the new catcher Yan Gomes.
Walker's been swinging a pretty hot bat here lately. 0 for 2 tonight plus a walk. He scored the Diamondbacks' first run back in the second. That last splitter was in a dangerous spot.
0-2. Little roller. Horner charges, picks it up, and throws out Christian Walker one away.
appeared to have all kinds of funky spin on it.
English?
English.
You play any pool?
With gyro ball. You know, had a pool table in the basement when I was a kid.
Okay. There's Jock Peterson now. Jock 0 for 3.
Kind of making a tour of the NL West. Long run with the Dodgers. Been a Giant. Now he's a Diamondback. Obviously spent time with the Cubs a couple of years back in Atlanta as well.
Yeah, won it all with Dansby Swanson in Atlanta.
Wait a minute. There's that high strike. Barber hearing a little bit from the Cubs dugout on that one.
Come on.
Here's an odd thing to notice.
Yeah.
Sean Barber takes a really deep squat behind the plate.
And K-Zone had that as a strike. And he walked him. Jock Peterson is aboard. That's the winning run. And now Eugenio Suarez, or Gino as JD calls him.
That's what the guy, his nickname, Gino. And he was nicknamed Gino by some minor league teammates who had a hard time pronouncing Eugenio. They just dropped a Gino on him. Who's this? We got Blaze?
Number 42.
I'm guessing Blaze Alexander.
I think it's probably Blaze Alexander.
It's not Tucker Barnhart. It's not Jace Peterson.
Yep.
Got to keep a close watch on a guy named Blaze.
Somebody text Dan Plesac and double check if that's his nephew.
It's his nephew. Yeah.
Dan, is that your nephew running at first? Because he's wearing the same number as everyone.
The thing you want to do as a first baseman in that situation is let that ball travel as much as possible. The ball is always going to be faster than you would be if you catch it out in front and then bring the tag back.
Nico! Nico!
There goes the runner. Throw down, right on the money. Got him. And Blaze looking in, saying, "Are you going to look at it?" And they will not be looking at that. I think somebody in the Cub dugout sniffed that out because they yelled at Nico Hoerner to kind of alert him, hey, be ready, and then he took off. That was a great throw from Yan Gomes. On a bounce, Swanson throws out Suarez, and we're headed to the 10th. 2-2 here in Phoenix. Presented by Arby's. We hope you have a great season on the field. And there's a new pitcher.
It's number 42, Bryce Jarvis, entering the fray for the Arizona Diamondbacks. His dad Kevin pitched for a number of years in the big leagues. Made his big league debut last year, pitched 23 2/3 innings for the Diamondbacks. This is appearance number 6 here in the 2024 campaign. 9 2/3 with a 372. Fastball, slider, curve, and change. Holmes gets a good pitch to handle up high. Puts his throw right on the money. Diamondbacks had already used their challenge on that play at the plate. So could have taken a second look at that one, even if they thought he was safe.
That's right. Ian Happ is at second.
And you know, as much as you wanted that to play Nico to be out at the plate, if you're the Diamondbacks, he was clearly safe. It wasn't even close.
Yes. The 0-1. And that's fouled back. Happ at second. And that pitch missing. Down and away. Cubs have tied this one up at 2, and now on to extras. On the ground towards third, and Newman picks it up. Out at first is a call. Craig Counsell saying, please stand by. We're not going to look at that. That was close.
Bang banger, good play by Newman, and good base running by Ian Happ. Generally, ball in front of you, base runner is not going to go, but slowly hit ground ball. Happ made the read and got himself to third base. Take a look at this play. At first, Walker with the long stretch, and they just do get him.
And now Torey Lovullo coming out as he has issued the free pass to Bellinger. Cubs have Keegan Thompson up in the pen.
First plate appearance coming for Nick Madrigal in a while. I think he got an AB over the weekend in Seattle, did he?
Yeah, he has not had it at bat since April 10th against the Padres. And before that, April 6th against the Dodgers. So I guess the better way to put it is since April 6th, he's had one plate appearance. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says Alan Porter.
I think he did. Infield in here. You got a lot of room on the right side.
And they're going to try and turn it, and they do turn it. Wow. Madrigal hits into the inning-ending double play. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th.
Of course, Michael Busch did this. He does it every day. 5 days in a row now. The rookie has launched a home run. Diamondbacks answer with one of their own in the bottom half of the second inning. Christian Walker sprints home with a game-tying run. Corbin Carroll lashes this base hit to right to play the go-ahead run. Nico Horner doing his best Enos Slaughter imitation. From second base, comes all the way around to score. And knocks the ball game at 2.
And here is Keegan Thompson.
Recently promoted from AAA. Worked a couple innings in the opener of the series in Seattle and threw the ball really well.
Gabriel Moreno now with Suarez at second. And the first offering missing upstairs.
It's the nature of baseball. You get into a game like this, and it always seems to happen when you're a little bit short out in the bullpen. Other guys have to step up and pitch in high leverage roles.
Pitch in for a strike. That one inside. Three and one down. Thompson ready and fires. And he lost him. So 2 are aboard. And we'll see if he can roll a ground ball at somebody and they can turn a double play of their own.
Yeah, walk there is no big deal, right? Yeah, so it's all about that man out there on second base. Again, once you fall behind in the count, you don't want to give in. Now you set up a potential double play.
Grichuk. And that one misses down and away for a ball. Bush was charging that time. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
Looking for something he could pull. Again.
The sweeper. Thompson ready. 2 on, nobody out. The 1-2. Just off the outside edge.
You get the feeling he's going to come back with that breaking ball. The 2 passes that Grichuk has had at it so far.
He did, and he did. Big strikeout right there, and 1 away.
And throw that 1 fastball off the plate down just to tell Grichuk, well, I'm not going to throw you that slider every time. When in reality, that's your plan all along, is to finish him with that breaking ball. The first 2 hacks at it were just so bad. Clearly, he wasn't seeing it well. Sometimes you can overthink things out there, and well, I got to throw him a fastball now, and then you make a mistake with it.
First one, and Newman misses outside. Yeah, I mean, I think that's some of the stuff in the modern game, right? That you got a good pitch. There was the longest time this philosophy of, well, you got to throw your fastball some. I mean,
yeah, less so now than ever, right?
Yeah. Suarez at second. Moreno at first. And that's pop foul out of play.
My old buddy Larry Anderson was ahead of his time.
Yes, he was.
Slider every pitch.
Slider, slider, slider. And your buddy Larry Anderson is the one that dubbed you JD, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the air, shallow center. Bellinger is there. And that is out number 2. And now Keegan Thompson will deal with Ketel Marte. Marte is 0 for 3. He's been intentionally walked. And a fastball in there at 94 from Keegan Thompson. Center field, Bellinger is there, and we're going to the 11th. Well done by Keegan Thompson. When we come back, that man will get a chance to hit. Michael Busch is already homered here tonight. Extra innings are presented by Arby's. We hope you have a great season on the field. Michael Busch will get a chance to hit. Busch, a homer, a walk, and a couple of strikeouts. He is now homered in 5 straight games. Morel, the runner at second. Hey, how about 2 homers in 1 game?
I'm in.
If you missed the home run, here's what it looked like.
Hey, he wasted no time. First at bat. 5 consecutive games with a long one.
Swing and a miss.
Good changeup here from Jarvis. Busch reads fastball out of the hand, out in front, over the top.
Foul back, and it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. And that one upstairs. Madrigal running at second. And that's way outside. Three and 2. Busch waits. Here it comes. And good job right there. He shows the plate discipline, and now 2 are aboard and nobody out for Garrett Cooper.
Yeah, real good job by Michael Busch there. That first swing and miss on the changeup. I think Busch stepped out there after when the count went full, and I think he didn't sell out on the changeup, but I think he's like, I'm not going to try to get the head out here because he's probably going to throw me that changeup.
Cooper at the plate, 2 on. Jarvis the 0-1. And that's a little bit high. Garrett Cooper was a late side and then made the team. We've gotten a chance to see him at least a decent amount against some lefties. Pitch outside. I'm interested to see what the lineup looks like for tomorrow. as it'll be Kyle Hendricks and a lefty, Tommy Henry. But first things first, 2-1. Strike on the outside corner.
Garrett didn't like it, but it just did clip the outside edge. Good power to right center.
2-2. Line drive, base hit out into left center field. Madrigal had to hold up as the throw comes all the way in. And now the bases are loaded.
Jarvis comes back with a breaking ball, a little spinner down and away, and Cooper reaches out and hooks it over the shortstop's head. Yeah, Madrigal has to hesitate. Willie Green goes way down the line to give it a good long look, but nobody out. Throws up the stop sign. It's a situation where you're on the road in these extra inning games, you're looking for 2. Throw that crooked number on the board.
That one upstairs and it misses.
So, you know, there's always risk, right, in a situation like this. Diamondbacks have their infield all the way in on the cut of the grass, so doing everything they can to cut off this lead run, even though they're going to have a man in scoring position to start the bottom of the inning. So there is some trade-off here. Nico squirts one through that drawn in infield. The Cubs are going to score 2.
Warner a single, and that run scored his last time up. Jarvis, and that's through there for a strike. That's 2. Madrigal at third, Bush at second. Cooper is the runner at first. Infield in. And Horner gets a piece and stays alive.
Jarvis sets up that fastball with a lot of spin, but Nico able to get to it. Normally when Nico's doing his thing, you're thinking you'd rather have nobody up other than Nico in this situation with his contact skills and his speed.
Fouled off.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the ability to put the bat on the ball. That thing was way inside.
Looked like it was going to hit him. Bryce Jarvis saying no, no. Now says yes. Line drive, base hit, right field. Grichuk up with it. Only one will score, and it is 3-2. The Cubs with the lead as Nico comes through.
Well, he got the rally started in the 9th, scored the tying run, and now he delivers the go-ahead run. And this is vintage Nico Horner. This fastball is way up, but he's able to get on top of it and line it to right field. Watch how high this pitch is. He's up on his toes.
Wow.
Smash the pinata and drive in a run.
So Brett Strom out there. Nico Horner in his career 12 for 29 with the bases loaded. It's 12 for 28. So over
It's just 429. I do some quick math in my head.
That's nice. Really well done.
Similar opportunity now for Tachman as the bases remain loaded. The infield remains in.
Canario running for Cooper at second.
Time to get greedy.
That one downstairs. Two balls, no strikes on Tachman, who singled in the ninth and helped the Cubs tie the game up. On the ground, Walker picks it up. He'll come home. They get one there, and that's all they get. That's a pretty nice play.
Yeah, he is very slick down there at first base. Tachman hits it pretty hard. Infield's in, doesn't have a ton of time to react, just drops to a knee. Good backhand pick. Doesn't hurry that throw home, knows he's not going to get two anywhere. Just make a good, steady, sure throw home.
And a chance for Yan Gomes. Cubs lead it 3-2. We're in the 11th. The base is still loaded. Still just one out.
So the middle infielders back just a little bit, so they're positioning themselves where they could turn two again.
Popped up foul, back out of play. Good eye that time. Swing and a miss, and Gomes chases that for strike three. And now it'll be left up to Ian Happ to try and add on. John Sciambi, Jim Deshaies, and Taylor McGregor here from Chase Field. Fouls it away. Been a tough trip for Ian, just 2 for 27. Canario at third, Horner at second, Tachman at first, all loaded up. And that one drifts outside.
Diamondbacks have 2, 3, 4 up. Due up in the bottom half of the 11th. So that'd be a comfortable feeling if the Cubs don't push another one across here. May or may not have mentioned that Ian Happ has not yet hit a home run this year.
Check swing, called strike. One and two. Jarvis fires. And that's a little bit high.
I believe it is the longest Ian has gone into a season in terms of at-bats before hitting his first home run.
2-2. And Jarvis strikes him out. Happ frustrated. Cubs get the one, but no more. We'll go to the bottom of the 11th, 3-2. Cubs lead the Diamondbacks 3-2. Keegan Thompson back to work. He'll try and finish this one off. Will not be easy. Marte will be the runner at second, and Keegan's going to have to go through 2, 3, 4. Carroll, Gurriel, and Walker. And that one misses outside. Corbin Carroll, an RBI single his last time up. It was against the lefty Drew Smiley. Curveball missing, and now he's fallen behind 2-0. Misses outside. Well, Keegan Thompson hasn't exactly been peppering the strike zone. He's thrown 19 pitches, 11 balls. Green light him, and he swings and misses.
Interesting that they turned him loose, given what you just said about lack of command of the fastball.
Thompson was moving it along quickly, and Carroll asked for time. 3-1. Bounce towards first. Bush gets the short hop and steps on the bag, and now the tying run 90 feet away in Ketel Marte.
Play here by Michael on the move. Glove stays down, gobbles it up.
Infield in. And here is Gurriel. And that's fouled away. Lourdes, who was an all-star last year. I don't think his brother signed anywhere, has he?
He did. He signed with somebody recently.
The 0-1 in the dirt. The Braves. Yeah, he signed a minor league deal with the Braves this past Saturday. The 1-1. In the air, right field. Tachman is there. Makes the catch. And Marte stays put. And there are 2 outs.
Oh, I think I'm sending him there.
Me too.
That's a go situation.
But I just think you have. I know this is a conversation that you and Len used to have a good amount, but I just think if you ran the simulation of that play over and over again, I think that guy scores way more than you think.
Yeah, I mean, it's
hard.
Yeah, you got to put this throw on the money. It's high pressure situation. A lot of things could go wrong. Get a little short hop at the plate. I mean, if the catch is the first out, yeah, absolutely don't go. But for the catch being the second out, even with a really good hitter and Walker coming up next, I would have been in go mode there.
The 0-1. And that's in the dirt. Walker has walked, flied to center, grounded to short, grounded to second. The pitch. Ooh. Keegan Thompson ready. And a 2-1. Christian Walker with a count 2-2. Keegan Thompson trying to finish off the slugger with 2 outs and end this game. Thompson ready and fires. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Ball game. Cubs win. That is a good win for the Cubs. 3-2 the final in 11. Walker did not like the call.
There's the man of the match right there, Nico Horner, with that mad dash from second base. Got the tying rally started in the 9th and then delivered in the 11th. Here's the swing from Walker.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think he did.
Nico Horner doing the job. Keegan Thompson. Nice work. And the Cubs win the ball game. Toast of the game brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Yeah, well, apologies to Ben Brown, who pitched 6 brilliant innings here tonight. The toast of the game goes to that man right there, Nico Horner, with that sprint from second base on the wild pitch to score the tying run. Then he jumps on top of that high fastball to deliver the winning run. Great work from Nico Horner. It looks like things are starting to turn in the right direction for number 42, and he made a brilliant play defensively out of second base tonight as well.
Cubs win it. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. So a good start here in Phoenix. The Cubs, yeah, fly the W. It's a Cub team that improves to 10-6. For Jim DeShays, Taylor McGregor, and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for watching Chicago Cubs baseball here on Marquee Sports Network. Again, your final in 11. The Cubs win it by a run, 3-2 over the Diamondbacks. Tomorrow it'll be Kyle live with Cole Wright and Joe Girardi. Cole, take it away.
Oh, Boog, we've been waiting to exhale, and that can finally come to fruition. The Cubs now 3-2 in 1-run ball games and 1-1 when they go to extra. So what are Joe and I going to do? We're going to give you a complete comprehensive breakdown. It's Around the Bend. Stick with us. Cubs post game live after this.